Ascension. Millennium. Got that Corey Feldman in my head. What is up? I am just getting started here. Just loading it up. All my WoW is working and everything so far. We'll see how it goes until we break. I am actually off for the weekend. It is Good Friday. Best Friday. You know what that means? Stuff it down with brown. Exactly what that means. It means you gotta stuff it down with brown. I am in WoW. Oh, I don't know what we're gonna do. Might do something where do low level characters. I don't know. We're gonna see. It actually is a little bit funner just to have just some characters to go on that are level 10 just to do some PvP and not have to like leave the battleground as soon as it gets close. Yeah, I wonder if that's what a lot of people do. It makes it just keep making new ones because you kind of can. I'm not seeing a lot of enchanted gear on people. I'm just seeing people get this. What is that fucking thing? Is that a transmog or is that a fucking guy? The fuck is this? Oh, it's an orc monk. Yeah, orc monks kind of look cool. You know, you can make your orc upright now. Look like a upright person. I wonder if they do that with trolls. Can you do it with trolls? Sent the link. See, got our boner comedy list pretty fleshed out. I think it has everything on it. Really do. I don't think there's a whole lot more I can add to it. Also, I think it's more I can start pulling some stuff out of it actually. Like, do we have to talk about, you know, Screwballs fucking 5 or some shit? They only be on at 9. Cool, sounds good. I am going to queue up for dungeon and a battleground. Might as well, right? Let me see. Actually, is Leno in? Is anyone else queuing up for anything? Who's got some quick join? What has Linwood done? I'm gonna ask her if she is queued for anything. And I'm gonna take my first shot of the night. This is congratulations to me shot. I actually just got a promotion today. All about failing upwards. Let's see if Linwood's queued for anything. Someone's got to be in queue. I'm in queue. Oh god, that was fucking quick. All right, well that's nice. That. Yeah, I was gonna say that. That felt like it sucks. I really have this Corey Feldman song stuck in my head, and it's like embarrassing. It's embarrassing, man. It's like there's some things you don't want stuck in your head. And Corey Feldman is often that. Never a good sign when you have Corey Feldman stuck in your head. I'll tell you that now. Oh my god, was that a quick death? Yeah, this is just a shit show. Yeah, you know what? The past couple of BGs I've done just kind of getting our shit pushed in. Fucking Matt Blarney motherfuckers over here. Think I'm the fucking Guggenheim. Treating me like the fucking Guggenheim. Oh yeah, so I saw Wes Anderson's new trailer. It's the most Wes Anderson thing you could do. Yeah, I'm surprised people haven't been like, you just make the same fucking shit. It's the same fucking shit over and over. I mean, I'm surprised it even makes money. Doesn't seem like it would be profitable. Oh yeah, they're just trying to. Oh my god, quick deaths. Oh yeah, I'm still in this. Hold on, hold your phone. Google Meets. Stand the call. I have to say, I hate Google Meet. It's not good. Especially when you have Discord these days. It's just kind of stupid. We only couldn't get Discord to work, but it's kind of what you want to do on this, especially like in game. I've already gotten people saying like, "Hey, join our Discord. Go on here, like our guild." So it's just sort of like wasting it a little bit. I feel like you might as well use it. I don't understand um why it doesn't work for Leon. I don't get it. Makes no sense. But I think it's something to do with his really shitty onboard mic. If you notice, it's just a weird mic. It's like trying to be a smart mic, where it's like trying to figure itself out. Like if if you're not near your computer, it really bumps up the sound because it's trying to search for a voice. So I think whatever is going on with that feature is fucking up Discord. Because Discord needs to hear the voice to start talking and all that. And you know what was kind of weird about that? I've definitely see if I could join up with Linowin. All right, cool. I'm in. Yeah, that was a really shit match. We'll see. We'll see what we can get in. I got coffee here, actually. I'm like Linowin. I'm like Linowin. We're like, we both like coffee. We both like coffee. Kettle chips is on. I like your chips, bro. Ooh, shit. All right, there's something to this. Some quick. Oh, nice. I will take a Warsong Gulch. I will take a Warsong Gulch. Dan has gone offline. I wonder if that's Dancast. I've been wondering, like, how did Dancast find this channel? What? He's this guy. Shammy's got food. Don't eat anything. Huh? Ascension. Millennium. Oh no, the song is like in my head. This is terrible. I got a Corey Feldman song. This is so embarrassing. Doesn't get much worse than that. Doesn't get much worse than that. Ugh. Yuck. We are buffed. I have an extra stamina boost. I got versatility boost. I got this another stamina boost. Linowin joined. Linowin made it. Oh god, I just drank a shot and I hardly got it down. One of those moments. Booze. This is gonna be a boozy Thursday. Thirsty Thursday, as I say, right? There's some booze name for each day. I found out. I think the Irish came up with that. I was learning about an Irish funeral. Basically, 3-day drunk. Sounds cool to me. Hey, I'm on board. All right. Oh man, I'm already getting far behind here. But you know what? The main goal that I need to do, since I'm not a max level in these, I need to go off here. I gotta be like last to get hit. I need to come in from the side. I need to flank. I'm gonna spin around. Right over here. Oh shit. I just oh no, the exact opposite of what I wanted to happen. Oh, someone took it. Someone took my fucking thing. We already have some deaths, so. Oh shit, there's the one. There he is. Yeah, what up, man? What is up?
Hello?
Yo. I'm actually in a battleground right now.
That's cool. Let's just do what we did yesterday, because my wrist is like fucked up right now. I can't even wow.
You want to do We don't want to do like those level 1 kind of shit. Get them to 10.
No, because I gotta use my mouse the whole time. It's
Oh
even.
yeah.
I can't I can't wow right now.
What's going on with your wrist? You was it a kind of like a boner injury? Speaking of our list.
It's like carpal tunnel, I guess. I don't know.
Too many of these boner comedy. That's what people will say. That's what people will say at work. If you ever tell them that, they're gonna think you're, you know, you know, you can't bring that one up.
Well,
I,
it's not even like the right hand for that.
oh, okay. But you don't use both hands at work, or don't you type with both, or
Yeah, but I just the keyboard's not really as taxing as the mouse is.
you might be like holding your mouse too tight or something.
No, it's just I'm like using it all the time for 8 hours.
Yeah.
It's not natural. You know, like human
Yeah,
beings are
it's
not
true.
supposed to sit at a desk for 8 hours and use a mouse.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to say. I feel like it depends on the mouse too. Certain mouses are way worse. Whatever one I have here is actually pretty good. Some MX Master shit. It's pretty good. But the Mac
Oh,
mouse, like the Mighty Mouse,
link me it.
is what I use at work, and it's pretty. That
The
one is
workday's
pretty
going up.
harsh on your wrist. You do you use the Mac mouse, that white mouse? You ever use that or no?
White mouse.
It's like a. It
Um,
doesn't have buttons and anything. I'm like used to it, but it's kind of like it's not the best mouse. At the end of the day.
I don't know. Like, send me what you think is the best thing to use, because whatever I have now is not doing it.
Well, this mouse is good. It's not cheap though. It's like $70, but it's called the
Is
MX Master 2, Logitech MX Master 2.
it that shit that's like all up wonky and like on its side?
No, it's just kind of a chunky kind of mouse. You know, I think the chunkiness of it actually might help out. Yeah, it's good. MX Master 2S is the one I have, but I think there's newer ones now. Logitech. Yeah, so I organized that list. I put it all into the categories.
Oh shit! Yeah, let me pull that up.
84 movies in that list. I think we could almost start to take things out. You know, like I feel like if some of these 80s movies, they're not really worth talking about.
Um, well, yeah, but you put the work in.
Yeah, and also I was
Like,
wondering because you know Google Sheets, is there any way to I put the year and everything. Is there any way to somehow sort by that so I don't have to like manually do that, or do you have to manually do that?
uh, hold on. What are you asking?
You know, like how each movie has like the parentheses in the year inside the parentheses. Is there any way that I could sort by that? I don't know. Like I don't know if that's possible or not.
Yeah, Excel has a sort feature. You
Yeah,
never
but
used that before?
will it sort by? Can you give it a specific thing to sort by?
Well, what
Like,
I would have done is I would have put the year in a separate column.
well, yeah, that's obvious. Yeah, but it doesn't look. I don't know.
The fact that it's within the name is going to make it hard. It should have been in a separate column. They created a column next to the
I don't think that looks
movie
good though. I don't think that looks
title.
good.
Well, I'm
Because I
just
mean,
saying, like I can't sort. It
movies
might
are
not pick up the year because it's beginning with the title of the film. So I don't
movies
know.
are like whenever you file movies and you put them in like like in my Plex server, they're always the name and then the parentheses the date. So it's pretty common
No, I
to do
know.
it like
I'm just saying,
that.
like to use the sort function, I need to isolate the column
Can you give it like a
outside of.
custom sort where you say like within parentheses sort by number?
Try it. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't use Google Sheets like this. I mean, I
Well,
could
just like
arrange
Excel, just a
them.
little bit limited.
I mean, I arranged like the ones that were really small. Like I think like the Jurassic, the Proto, and the Po. I don't know if I did Post. Yeah, I got rid of those years at the bottom because there's just too many fucking tabs. I was like, fuck that. I kept the fake gay tab though because I saw you had something in there.
You don't have to use the tabs; they're just there.
Yeah, but they're kind of like crowding the look of it. It kind of like overly
You
complicates the
don't.
whole
You're
thing.
not even sharing it. We
Yeah, I shared
streamed
it
the
with Dave.
entire time yesterday. I thought I was looking at it. You were just chilling. Wow, the whole time.
Yeah, I was talking about it though. Whenever I whenever I share a lot of stuff on like on the internet, it seems to drop frames for some reason. I don't know why. But I don't know if our movie, when we did the movie stuff, I don't know if I did it there. Like when Dave and Doug come into this, I think I'm going to use that StreamYards thing for that. Cuz I think the StreamYards kind of thing plays well with that idea. Actually got a promotion and a raise today. Kind of crazy. Out of nowhere.
Well, did something happen before this?
Yeah, kind of. The girl who's sort of like ahead of me, she is going to go back to being like freelance for our for herself and like our company too, kind of. So they kind of like boosted me up there. I'm now the senior designer.
So they pretty much got like not fired, but like
No, they left. They essentially quit. They
yeah,
essentially quit. They soft quit is what they did.
quiet quit.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
no, quiet quitting is different. Quiet quitting is when like you're like done with your job, like you don't want to work there anymore, so you do the bare minimum just to like exist while you're trying to get out of there. That's
yeah,
quiet
it's
quitting.
just what we do. It's interesting. She was for my company. She was freelance. She was freelance for my company for like 2 years, and then she joined the company for like a year, and then she was like, "I don't like fucking being at an office. I'd rather just be at home all the time." So
Well,
she,
yeah, who wouldn't?
yeah, so she was able to. Well, that's how it was. She became full time, but it was during COVID, and during COVID, no one was in. So and then when it was like came time to being in, she was like, "I'm fucking sick of this." So I don't blame her. That's also why it's like now I think I got that spot because no one wants to be there. And I don't think they want to lose they don't want to lose someone else. So it's kind of like forced forced their hand to like give me some stuff, but whatever. Get an extra like 7 grand. I don't mind that.
Well, you didn't even ask, so
No, I didn't even. I This was all just out of nowhere. Actually, I like worked from home today. I was like, oh, I'm not feeling well, and then they're like, oh, well, do you mind like going on a call and jump on a call and talking to like the boss? I was like, okay, shit. I was like, I was almost thinking like, oh, they're gonna fire me for like,
were you actually sick?
no, I just like complete bullshit. I was just like,
Well,
oh, I'm
I
not
mean,
feeling
you can
well.
do the same shit you would do basically there.
No, yeah,
If
exactly.
it's home, what's the difference?
No, I know nothing. I kind of think I have to do more of this because there are I would say it was more like a mental health day. I know a lot of people would not really think that's a thing, but it's a thing. Sometimes it's just you need like a little break.
Well, yeah, that's why I've been taking like just Mondays off because Friday everyone's already like mentally checked out, so I'm not taking that off. And then I'd
Yeah,
rather take a
Friday's an
3 day
easy day.
weekend.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's just like I definitely think mental health days are a thing. It's just you can't really tell a boss that. So yeah, it's better just to, like fake an illness.
Well, I'm taking off next Monday just because I told them, like,
But you have it planned. I didn't have it planned. I just sort of like felt like, oh, I don't want to fucking go in.
so you just said you were sick.
Yeah, I did like
Oh,
if I did, I would do a short notice kind of thing. I think that's smart. It's always better to do that. I just never anticipate like kind of when I feel like I don't want to be there.
yeah. I mean,
It's hard to
I like
anticipate
just
that.
got sick and missed a bunch of time, so it'd be hard for me to pull it off unless I said I had like diarrhea or something.
Yeah. Would you tell them
You can
that
always use
graphic
that
detail?
when all else goes wrong.
Oh yeah, no one wants to hear about shitting
Yeah, exactly.
unless you're like I don't know into that kind of shit. I guess there's some people into it. German
Yeah,
people and
there are,
shit.
but you know,
German people kind of love that shit. Remember when German people were the freaks? Now American people are the freaks. They're more the sex freaks now.
German people.
Yeah, remember it was like it would be kind of like a common joke to make fun of German people for being like into like I don't know like people shitting on their chest or something. I think
Oh,
Eurotrip goes
German.
and
You said
doesn't Eurotrip
germ people.
actually speaking of that doesn't one of those boner comedies go into like shitting on chests and shit? Is that Eurotrip when the guy's like trying to get
Uh,
someone to shit on his chest?
I don't know. Somebody, I know one of them definitely has that. I just don't know which.
It becomes a thing, plot point actually. For money for doing nothing. It's also good resume shit. Now I'm senior designer. Do you have a title? I
I
thought you got.
said
I
pay
thought you got
for
a.
the
Oh, you
same
just got
thing.
like increase in pay.
No, I don't know. Just accounts payable shit. I just pay people uh, money we owe 'em.
Are you the controller? Is that what people would say? You're the controller. I believe that's the term for what you do, technically.
I don't know. I just pay everybody,
Yeah,
and I
that's
uh,
the fancy
do
term
other
for
shit.
that is controller. I'm almost positive on that. Are you the only one who's the accounts payable? Or
What's the
like
difference?
because we
It's the
have
same
what
thing.
you do. We
Can you
they
ask
they
them?
they work from home. They work from home
You
permanently.
fucking serious?
Yeah, I'm not joking. They never come in. Like they only come in for like
Uh,
work parties and other bullshit. Like they permanently work from home.
I mean, I don't like fully mind just because like Asbury's got a lot of good food, so I can order like
Yeah, but aren't
all
you
kinds of
aren't you in
crazy shit
Asbury
whenever I
anyway?
want.
Aren't you
But still,
like
it's like I don't want to be in an office all day. I don't have to answer phones or anything, but just being there physically is like annoying.
I mean you're only how far away though?
10 minutes,
Oh,
if
okay,
that,
God. Yeah. See,
Yeah.
it's like if I was 10 minutes away, I wouldn't mind being in an office at all.
Well, and I take less money. I mean, I've gotten offers for more money to drive like an hour plus, and I don't want to do that. I can't like
Yeah, so
I
I had
just
a
hate driving. I
I-
fucking hate
oh
driving,
yeah,
and
it sucks.
it's not that I'm bad at it or anything. It's just like other people are so bad at it.
No,
Like
just
today,
it wastes your
somebody
time.
cut me off, and as soon as I like went up to the light, I could see they were looking at their phone with one hand and driving with the other, and not even looking at
No, it's
anything
like
else.
it's
So
a
I was
waste of
like,
time a little bit. It's a waste of time. So it sucks. It's like it does waste your time.
it's not even that. It's just like the stress. Like I don't like dealing with people on the road, man. Like there's so many idiots that like I almost got like, well, I know it's hard to drive a truck, but like, I just have a phobia of like getting stuck underneath that shit.
I
You
think
know?
they're pretty good though, to tell you the truth. They're pretty.
Yeah,
They're usually the
no, they
best ones
are.
on the
I
road.
worked with people when I worked at Coast Cities who like did insane like parking, like backing up into stuff, like really tight, crazy windows with a giant truck, and I thought like, wow, yeah, like that takes years probably to do. I bet people like clip the mirrors off and all kinds of shit and scrape up the sides.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of training on it though. I think that's a big part of that job is you have to have like
Yeah, you
hours
should
of
have instead
training.
of flight simulator, you should have did truck simulator.
I have American Truck Simulator. I have that, and
Oh, really?
I have the Euro Truck
That's good.
Simulator.
I wonder how close they are to like a training simulation program that
I don't think it's like
like
a.
the government will give to people in
I
the
don't think it's
military or
like
something, you know?
Flight Simulator was fucking nuts. That shit is legit. Like that is legit how people learn how to fly planes, and I kind of can see it. But the American Truck Simulator had this like I loaded up for a second. It had this very like twangy guitar riff going like like kind of exactly what you'd expect with like a truck simulator.
Yeah, I remember playing certain flight games at like an arcade that had that like 3 panel enclosed like giant little like mini dome thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, yep, yeah. Like the big
Those are
yeah.
intense, man. Like you're like almost in like a blacked out room by yourself with nothing but the visuals and like you know some of those games are pretty awesome when you have like a co-op. Like what was that one with the pedals? Fuck, Time Crisis.
Are you
That's
thinking
that's
about
like one of the best arcade games I've ever played.
Cruising USA though too?
Well, that's a whole different genre. I'm talking about like
But that's one of those
shooters and
games,
stuff.
man.
Yeah, yeah, Cruising USA, definitely. Yeah, I that was one of the first N64 things I got when I got the system.
Oh yeah. Are you gonna go see the Super Mario movie?
No, but people in my office were talking about having to go see it,
Because of
hoping
kids?
it's not like unbearable. And
Because of kids,
I
kind
told
of
them it
thing.
looked okay. I don't know.
No, it doesn't
I
look
feel
okay.
like not like oh, well, you gotta have the context of like what else is coming out. You know what I mean? Like in comparison, it could be Citizen Kane. You know?
There's a few things with it that are questionable. Like they didn't let critics see it until like 2 days ago. Usually they let critics
Oh,
go and
so they're
see
trying
it.
to hide the
Yeah,
reviews
yeah,
before.
yeah.
Yeah,
Usually they let critics go and see it like 2 weeks
yeah.
before.
That's almost like you're already like waving the white flag.
Yeah, I think it means that. I mean, I think they're going for what it is.
Who planned that out? Amy Schumer and her
Uh,
fucking.
I don't know. I see John Leguizamo is boycotting the movie, but guess what?
Really?
I think everyone's
Oh
boycotting.
shit! Right. It's funny.
Everyone boycotts John
I
Leguizamo
said
though,
like when they
so
said they had to go see that movie, I said they should check out the original
they're like, well, no.
with John Leguizamo, and then somebody said the guy that I work with said yeah you should watch The Pest too. I was like, oh my fucking god, bro! Don't tell people to do that.
Well, don't tell people to watch the fucking Super Mario Brother movie either.
I didn't say that. I just said like, yeah, I see The Pest. Yeah, that's with the guy from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And then you can't bring that guy up.
Oh, he's in it. The principal?
He's the villain.
I don't remember that. And fun thing,
You
we
saw The
saw it
Pest?
recently. Saw it semi recently.
No, it was like we reviewed that shit a long time ago.
Well, I guess it was like 3 years ago now.
That movie is it feels so long.
I actually
I don't know
put
how long it is, but it feels so long. Like
there's a new
getting through
like
a John Leguizamo movie is a trek.
there's a new feature on YouTube to put out podcasts, which is kind of cool. They're trying to go into that, so I put the Cancel Corner stuff as a podcast on YouTube. I don't know what it means, but it's linked as that now. It's in our podcast section,
Well,
and
you're
we
on
talk about
Apple.
the best.
Yeah, I mean that movie. It's not good, but it definitely has enough going to where it's watchable. I'll give it that. It's not like Prince of Persia
Oh yeah, yeah.
or
That's a
Down
good point.
Periscope. By the way, Down Periscope, I thought was going to be an easier of a watch. That
No,
felt
that movie sucked.
so. It felt like it was 6 hours long.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? I think we kind of said this movie sucked so much. And then I remember people giving a shit for not liking it. I remember there was like some comments being like, "How'd you not like this movie?" Like, it's fucking shit.
That might have been near when Kelsey Grammer fell off the stage, so people were real sensitive. You know,
Could have been that. Yeah.
can we show that clip and not get taken down?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. What was our last movie that we did before the pandemic? It looks like it was
Cats?
no. It was one cut above
Yo,
one cut
that
of the
might be.
dead.
I think that's one of our like weirdest reviews because I don't think we even made it through like a quarter of the film. It was
I
that
don't.
bad.
I don't. I'm not seeing it in here. Maybe it got
Cat
taken down. It's not even in here.
Judy Dench probably uh, went out of her way to use all her connections. Yeah, Judy Dench, if you're
Oh, I see it
listening,
in. I see it in here. Yeah.
I didn't cast you on that. I just had to watch it. You know, don't blame me.
One of our better one is Can't Hardly Wait. That was a good one.
Well, you can track our stats, right? Like, what's our highest viewed movie or video?
Well, our
Is it
highest viewed
either
stuff
review?
is very all our commentary is
Niche.
super clickbait. Even though
All right,
it's
what's our like highest reviewed movie?
well, this is it goes with a grain of salt because all of our stuff is very clickbait. So Prince of Persia is the highest, 157,000 views.
Really?
Yeah, but no one, everyone watches it for like 2 seconds and turns it off because I put in the caption and in the screenshot. This is a commentary, but I think people are thinking it's the movie, so they click it to see if it's the movie. They play it for like 2 seconds, like, oh, this isn't the fucking movie, and they turn it off.
Oh, so then there's
Our
probably no
highest
way to combine the average, like the average view length and average view uh overall. Like,
our highest viewed video that's just a straight up video is Pokemon Emerald episode 19 getting mock bite in Slakeport City. That's our highest
yeah,
viewed
that's because
video.
it's just an instructional video to help people.
Yeah, and then the weed making the oil has 270,000 pretty much on it.
That doesn't count, man. That's a whole
Doesn't really
different.
count.
I'm talking
That's
like just movie reviews.
yeah. Probably the thing that's actually video I would say is that Pokemon thing. Movie reviews is weird because I truly think everything we do is just because
I
you
thought
know
Roadhouse got a lot.
people just but they think it's the movie. They don't think it's a commentary. They don't realize
I know, but you never know. Like maybe they stick
the
around just because they want to see what it's all about. You know?
the Hillary Clinton vote for me because I'm a woman has 13,000 views on it.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. That's a, we can't compete with political stuff. That's like a whole other genre of posting.
Yeah, people and that also has a lot of comments on it too. It has 17 comments.
What's the one with Grimace?
That one, that's the Trump one, and it does not have that. Like people do not like that one.
That
I
was
think
with Rosie O'Donnell
I don't think anyone likes making fun of Trump. Like they don't like that. That
or
wasn't
Rosie
the.
O'Donnell. You picked a bad spot there. Yeah.
Well, I don't think anyone likes Rosie
But
O'Donnell.
it's funny how old that shit is, yet like it's still fucking relevant, man. Like you could repost that right now and get maybe even more views. You should do that. You should like just use the post again and repost. Like it didn't. You didn't need to post it because just from like what's going on, you're gonna get tons of fucking hits. And then maybe some of them go, oh wow, they reviewed Dragon Blade. I gotta check that out. I love Adrian Brody. What the fuck? Yeah, that was one of the like better horrible movies. We've
I
all
don't know about
watched that.
that. That one was pretty bad. That one was a
With John
slog.
Cusack and Jackie Chan. That movie's fucking
I
crazy.
mean, I remember there was a lot of movies we would do that I would almost be pretty much asleep.
All right, well, that movie has a scene where Jackie Chan's like chained, almost like he's being crucified, and like his eyes are getting pulled out. It's like fucking insane. You slept
Yeah,
through that?
probably because I mean, I don't remember that whatsoever.
Wow, you saw John Cusack, Jackie Chan, and Adrian Brody on the cover of a movie and didn't want to see that?
I mean, I do want to see that when I think about it, but I absolutely do not remember that movie whatsoever. I don't remember. You know what's funny? I mean, I don't remember most of these movies. Like the Wild Bunch
It's a
we were talking about, I
complete
don't remember
ripoff
it at
of
all. I have no
like
clue what that Wild
Crouching
Bunch movie is
Tiger, Hidden
about.
Dragon.
Like I can't even say I've seen Wild Bunch because I can't remember it.
You
I just
know, I
remember
agree with you. Like we have watched that, but I don't remember anything that happened
all I
with
remember is like
Wild
Chris
Bunch.
Penn was in it. That's all I remember.
Yeah, and he has like bleach blonde hair.
Yeah, that's all I can remember.
Yeah, that's all I remember too. Yeah, but that's also the thumbnail. So
No, but I remember him in it. I remember there's a movie I watched with Chris Penn being young, so I remember that. Like, so I have that knowledge, but anything of the movie, I don't remember. I think there's cars in it, right? Is there cars?
well, it it looks like some American Graffiti type thing.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of, yeah. That's what it exactly. You look at, but that's the cover. The cover makes it look like it's an American Graffiti thing.
Well, I
I,
don't. I honestly don't remember a single minute of that movie. I think I might have been like already asleep when you put it on.
yeah, I mean that's the thing is like I think a lot of those movies I like we'd all end up being like falling asleep. Like I
Well, you were
definitely
doing
remember
like
that.
dabs, and when you start dabbing, like that shit is pretty intense. Like some of those dabs are like pretty hard hitting.
I never got super into that. Not like Doug.
What you just using? You know, I never heard of the term flower ever before, but it's almost like it got like it replaced like weed and bud and marijuana and all that kind of stuff. People just say flower now.
Yeah, I think they want to give it
That's just like
less
the
of
scientific term.
not a sign. I think they want to give it less of a scummy vibe to the whole weed at like culture. So they called it flower. You know, like I think
Flower.
that was part of it. Like there's a big scumbag vibe to weed for sure. So I think they wanted to stay away from that, especially if it's gonna be legal. Like you can't write like instead on your menu you can't write righteous buds list of righteous buds. It's probably better to put flower.
Yeah, it's much more. You want to stay ambiguous and safe. You know, just cover all your bases,
Yeah,
no matter what. You know, that's why The Rock does so well,
yeah.
and Drake.
Oh, yeah, he does good, Drake. I think I heard of him a few times.
For our sales, yeah.
Well, does Josh do better though? Drake and Josh is that the same Drake as Drake and
Oh,
Josh?
that's a no, no. That's
Which
yeah.
Drake
You
does
might want
better?
to Google that.
Let me see, Drake and Josh. Which one was Drake? Oh, no, they look pretty much like the same person.
He's from Degrassi. You know Degrassi.
Yeah,
That's
but this
Kevin
other
Smith's
guy kind of looks like the
project.
same as Drake. They look like the same person. Pretty much the same thing. He's a little more white. Yeah, they're God, they're gross. Josh looks like a douche.
I can't I can't see what you're looking at.
I'm looking at Drake and Josh. I think that's a little outside of our era of. That's a little too. That's like some younger millennial shit right there. Drake and Josh.
Is that Disney?
I believe so.
Yeah, I mean my Disney shit was like
I don't think we didn't have Disney like that. We had more Nickelodeon as far as
what
that
was
kind of shit.
Lizzie McGuire?
I want to say that was Nickelodeon.
No.
Oh man, remember that retarded movie with Shia LaBeouf where he plays a retard? True
Uh,
Confessions.
no.
We gotta
Oh
watch.
shit!
That would
Oh
be
fuck!
something.
I do. Oh man. Yeah.
Dude, that would be something to watch. As far remember when that guy was talking
Yes.
about putting a stream.
Wow. Yeah, this is a forgotten classic right
Try not to
there.
laugh. Try not to laugh. Whole thing with True Confessions with Eddie,
Yeah.
the retarded
Make a note
brother.
of that. I mean, this is not like boner related, but
Well, I mean, it depends how
he
what you get
just
your
looks
boners
straight
out
up
of.
like even Stevens.
Yeah, I think he was just in between shooting even Stevens. He played a retard.
I need to see that.
I actually have it on VHS too. I have like a pristine copy.
VHS?
Yeah, I remember I bought it on eBay. This was a pre like everything that was gonna be on the list to watch. That was like on the list to watch as far as commentary was True Confessions.
You know, I remember there was like a girl in the movie that I was more like focused on, but he was also in it. I don't remember the cast now.
I
I
mean,
can't
once you
go
kind
through
of have
my
him
head.
in there, you're not gonna care about the girl. Like, you're gonna want to be like, he went full retard. You know, like,
Did he?
oh yeah, it's 100% full retard. It's way past Simple Jack. It's like way past Simple Jack. That is a thing too. You look at it like Forrest Gump. You know, like you want to keep it retard, but not totally there. That was accurate. No man, there's actually a retarded movie that's out right now with Down syndrome. With Woody Harrelson's a coach of like a Down syndrome team, and D from Always Sunny is like fucking him in it or something. I think it's called Champions is the name of the movie. It just came out. I heard decent stuff about it. Heard it wasn't bad. I heard the Dungeons and Dragons movie was like okay too. I mean, I think did we watch the first one as a commentary? I think we might have.
No. I mean I've seen like Marlon Wayans is in that shit.
I mean, I've seen it, so that's what I'm trying to think. Did we watch it? It feels like something we would have watched. Remember
I
Joshua
mean
and the
I've seen it, but I don't think we watched it. But it's a
remember
weird
Joshua and
cast.
the Promised Land? Remember that one?
Yeah, that's
That's a good
an
one,
animated
man.
film with horrible, horrible animation.
Yeah, but it was like so bad it's good.
Yeah, I think we got away with showing it too, didn't we?
Oh, good point. We might have actually. That actually might. You might be right. That might be
Wasn't
the
there like a
one.
loophole with that? That
Might be
we
the
were able to
one.
show the whole movie and still have our audio be
Oh
okay?
yeah. This one has the full fucking thing on it.
Yeah, I
Oh
want to
man.
rewatch that. That's like probably one of the best things we ever did, considering what we got away with. Most of the time, that would get taken down, probably.
Yeah, I'm listening to it now. I think we watched this whole thing. I stayed up for this. No one fell asleep
Yeah.
in that one.
Well, I mean, a lot of times I would fall asleep during stuff that was so boring. You know, if something's good, I'm not gonna like pass out because my attentions are like there. But some of the stuff is just like
I can go through it.
the
Let's see, like things
pacing
I
is
fell
so
asleep.
slow. Nothing happens. You know, it's tough. It's a
Like
slog.
down Periscope. I think we all fell asleep. I think there was like periods of 15 minutes where we didn't say anything.
I feel like putting that movie on is like a more effective sleep aid than buying some over the counter stuff. You know.
Yeah, that's the movie melatonin right there.
But who? Like, is it?
It's just boring. It's a shitty movie.
No, no, I know, but like, what is the root of it? Is it the pace, the editing, the performances?
It was just the
What
movie's
is it
just
that
bad
is so
plot. Bad plot.
dull
It wasn't
and
funny.
uneventful?
It wasn't funny at all. And the plot was bad. Performances were boring because he's boring always. I'm trying to look. I don't remember Roadhouse. I know we did it, but I really don't remember it. Paul Blart, we did. I feel like I remember those. No Name Norm, that's a great one. Uh, Blank Check is a good one. We did. Oh, we did the Lizzie McGuire movie. I remember watching that. Harry and the Hendersons, I think I fell asleep for.
I don't know. I like that movie. John Lithgow.
American Ultra, I think I fell asleep during. San Andreas, I think I remember staying up for that. Over the Top, I remember liking. Airborne, we definitely watched that straight through. That was a good one. Eddie, really good one. That's a classic. The New Guy, I remember that one being good. The one that I remember being like legit good and fun to watch was Can't Hardly Wait. Like that one was like, okay, this movie's good.
Yeah, but that's
Oh, maybe Max
considered like
Keeble.
a classic. You know,
Max Keeble one was pretty
everyone
good too.
everyone recognizes like that's recognized already.
Wait, I think this motherfucker Josh is in Max Keeble. There's that Josh guy is in Max Keeble.
From Jake and Josh.
Yeah, he's in my. Oh, we did
Yeah,
Austin Powers Gold Member.
he's one of the friends. He's a good for a fat friend. You know,
We did Gold
that's
Member.
an
I don't remember
archetype.
that. You remember doing Austin Powers
Which one?
Gold Member? We did.
That's with Beyonce.
Yeah, I don't remember really doing it.
That's why we did it because that was like the beginning of like Lizzo, and we were trying to find some like Yas Queen content.
Hmm. Yeah, we did a bunch of these. We did 30. 30 of these. One
30
cut
what?
of these commentaries. One Cut of the Dead was the last one we did before the pandemic. I don't really remember that movie. I remember being like
That
pretty
was
good. Pretty good.
that was like a zombie movie that was really low budget, but um, it had like weird plot twists to it, to where it was actually being like a one shot take film type of thing. I don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad movie.
I know we did Roadhouse. I know we did that.
Yeah.
We did that arm wrestling movie with Sylvester Stallone. I know we did that.
Over the Top.
Yeah, but Prince of Persia is like really one of the worst movies ever made.
Yeah,
It's
it's
so
pretty
fucking
bad.
bad.
Yeah, it's also like, super whitewashed too. Actually, I think that was a big theme of a lot of stuff. I'm not seeing Dragon Blade on here. I think I had to take Dragon Blade down.
No,
I
it
think
got removed.
that's what it was. It
Remember?
got removed. It got
But we
removed.
had like we got like so many hits on that shit, and then it got taken down. Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
that's what it
we were
was.
like contemplating like should we repost it again, and then if you get taken down multiple times, you could get like your account fucked up, So,
Yeah, that was it.
but is Dragon Blade still like? Do you still have the audio and stuff?
I don't know where
Because
the
that
fuck.
really was
Honestly, I
like
don't know where.
that was like
I
one
don't
of the
know.
best commentaries we ever did.
I
That
don't
movie's
know.
fucking crazy.
It potentially could be on my like the computer I had before this one. It could be on the like in there somewhere.
You don't put stuff on backup like
I
hard
do
drive.
now.
And
I do now, but
I
I
always
well,
do just in case.
well I
Like
do on cloud.
if
I do on
my
the
shit
cloud.
wipes, I'm gonna lose a lot of stuff that I want to, like really old
Well, that's why
files
I
and
pay for Google
music
Drive and
that I'll
shit.
never be able to download again.
I pay for Google Drive and I have like a shitload on there. You pay for Google Drive because it is pretty good.
Yeah.
Like I have
I
two
mean, I don't.
terabytes. I have like 2 terabytes of space, which is pretty damn good.
I don't um pay for it. I just create accounts that get
Oh, well,
free space.
I figured I was just sick of doing that, so I was like, I'm just gonna have it all on one account, pay
You're
for
probably
it.
using more space than I am.
Yeah, I mean, I use 600. I'm using right now 670, like 680 gigs that are being
Yeah,
used.
whatever you're like
That's because of work
used
and
to is
shit.
higher than mine. So I don't need to.
Yeah, any work stuff I do, I put onto here just in case anything happens and I need to like resume shit. I have it all. If I need it.
So you don't use Excel at all?
No, I don't use Excel. I use
Okay.
no. Yeah, Excel sucks. I don't like it.
Well,
It's
yeah. I mean,
even
it,
Google Sheets.
it's
It's shitty, man.
it's
They need to like
perfect.
make this look nicer. It looks like shit. It looks like I don't know. It's like they can make this look better.
Well, that's what I try and do with my sheets.
Yeah, I know, but it's just like they
Here,
don't
like I'll
look
show
good.
you my.
There's ways that I feel like there's ways to do this better, and they're not doing it.
Here, check
But
out
but
my.
I get it. It's like sometimes you need columns and shit. You need columns and other crap. So it all flows. It's not a nice looking. It's like Excel. It's not ever gonna be nice looking.
What I just
It's a
linked
shitty
you,
sheet.
I'm gonna try and have as like the one of the bases of my Patreon, where every day I'll have like
Holy shit!
this
This looks
entire
nuts.
bullpen chart.
It's hard to look at.
Uh,
Too much. But I guess if someone's into that, they would know better than I. I don't see. I don't know this stuff. To me, that seems like a crazy thing to even parse through.
well, yeah, this is a lot of work, uh, hours of like just research, tracking rosters, and uh, the color coding makes sense to me. It's hard to convey other
Yeah, to
than
others,
green
you
is
should make
really good,
a little
yellow is
key.
neutral, and red is people that are hurt.
I guess if you made a key, people would understand what the fuck you're doing. I don't know how you could do that though in this.
You see how I have L for certain people?
Yeah, I saw it on there.
Yeah, being a reliever and a lefty um is very limited. You know, you're always like kind of stuck in a certain there are in bullpens
Hmm.
pitching slot. And if like you're in a C plus holds league, that's really, really valuable because other people will never be able to compete or have an advantage over you if you take all of them, you know?
Right.
And I did that the last like, couple years, and it works really well. Like people would post stuff saying like I'm cheating or like I'm riding the minimum innings and stuff. And I just told
Mm-hmm.
them like it's all in the settings when you join the league. Like it's all there. I didn't even create the league, so you can't accuse me of cheating when the rules are just like
I mean, have you ever
you know.
cheated in these things? You probably have, right?
No, because I just play with randos. The only leagues I ever did with people were the hockey leagues that we did together
Oh,
for like $20, I think. That was a long time ago. That was when I
how
had
could you? How could
Gabbard
you cheat in one
on
of these
Minnesota.
things? How could you even
Remember
cheat
that
in
shit?
this? Yeah. Well, you never made like another guy in the league who's really just like someone that you fake trade with.
Oh no, I don't. I don't. I want to
I thought you
like.
did that. I thought you
I
said you
want to
were
have
doing
it
that.
be competitive and difficult so I can learn how to get better from it. I don't want to
Oh,
just like cheat it. I don't know if that's an option. I think they can track IP addresses and block accounts
you could always go
from.
on VPN.
I
Definitely
wonder
ways of
now
doing it.
that you say that people are doing that against me.
Oh, probably. Well, I don't know. I
No, now
mean,
that you say that, I'm starting to like wonder if people are cheating because I've seen
you're
so
starting to
many
think like
bullshit
you're not
rules
cheating the right
become like
way.
a veto,
Now
you
you can
know?
start cheating the right way.
Huh. I don't know if that's like something you can market to where like having a VPN and cheating on stuff
Sure.
openly is something that you can sell, you know?
Um, you could say that you could just say your win rate is really high, but it really turns out you're just kind
Oh
of
yeah, you can hide it. True.
yeah.
Okay, so let's do that.
Yeah, I mean, I figured you were already doing that, to tell you the truth.
No, because I get a lot of like information and value from going against people that are competitive and learning from it, you know?
Hmm.
Like I had two leagues with that ended in first place with a 10 to 15 game lead and I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
know
pretty good.
anybody.
How many people like have you ever like won leagues, but really is like no one's even really active in the league?
It's
See,
hard to
I think
track.
that's what you kind of get a lot of times in the randos. You get a lot of people that
It's hard
really
to
aren't
track
there.
every single person's day to day
Because I remember doing
stuff.
randos, and you would always like hit the guy who's like just not there, and it'd basically be like a free week for everyone. I remember having happen that like a lot.
When you're talking about football, I don't, I do other stuff.
Oh no, I remember that in hockey too. It'd be like a full rando
Yeah,
that
but
would
you
just
you did a little bit of hockey and then football. I'm doing
well, there's no one
baseball,
that's doing that where they,
basketball year
especially
round
baseball, because then they just give
all the
up.
time.
Like, do they just ever people just like give up because it's so long?
Yeah, I mean, around the like midway point of the year, you'll notice people who know
Give
they're
up?
just done and then just
Yeah.
check out, and then you hope that you've not
I
gone
mean, I don't
against
blame
them
them.
and you get them twice. But the schedules are generated, so it's not like you can have any control of that kind of
Yeah.
shit. But
Yeah, it's a long season. It's hard to do that shit. I'm surprised anyone does. Usually, I guess usually the people who do are the ones who actually win, ones who kind of like care about it.
yeah, I mean, at a certain point, I realized I just want to figure out strategies that I can just
Stay
do really
active,
well in the season long, get a bye week.
do less
So
work.
even if I
Yeah,
lose in the second round, I have a shot at third. And if I get to the semifinals and I lose, I still cash.
like trying to work
And I got
smarter, not
best
harder,
record
kind of
money
thing.
on
Is that what
top
you're
of
trying
it.
to do? Work smarter, not harder.
Well, no, I'm just trying to get a bye week. Just get bye weeks. Yeah, what happens with like all the new football records now that they add an extra week? Does that make
It's
like
weird.
every
That's a good
single
point,
day
man. It makes
record
things weird. It's
obsolete,
true.
or they just have like a asterisk for every single record
Yeah, but
going
then how are
forward?
you gonna do that going forward?
That's what I'm saying. Like when they instituted this, they didn't think about the repercussions of just trying to track all the stats and data.
I guess they didn't. It doesn't seem like they did. It is true. It's like what happens to that data now?
Because people just like Cooper Cup just broke
Right, but it was
Jerry Rice's
because
receiving record, right?
right, but it was because
That's
the
such
extra game.
bullshit. Like Jerry Rice was doing that when people barely even threw the fucking ball.
Yeah, Cooper. I think he's such an overrated receiver too.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm gonna have a
I've
hard
never been
time
sold
next
on him
year
my whole life.
trying to not go hero running back because I do want to kind of get a running
No, I
back
think you
in the
kind of
free
need to.
round,
It
just
seems to
one that I
be
really like,
um
and not have to reach and not feel
like
like
I know this
the
year
whole
I didn't
year I
really.
have to fill two slots.
I went more into receiver and it didn't seem to work this year.
No, no, we went Pitts really early. I think tight end, even if it hits so like minimally in comparison that you just want to like almost stream it remember like all those Jawan Johnson weeks where he
Yeah.
got like 2
And then you
touchdowns or
find
something?
someone. Exactly. Then you find
Or
someone that
Taysom
like,
Hill. Like we could have
yeah.
had Taysom Hill randomly, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, tight end, I'm not paying up for that shit anymore. Fuck it. Like I think we got so comfortable with Travis Kelsey being like an institution, but if you don't get him, then everyone else is kind of bullshit. Hawkinson was good. That was the only person I hit on all year. TJ Hawkinson was good. On that is just
Yeah, it was kind of shit.
actually did really good. Evan Ingram on
Yeah.
Jacksonville.
Well,
Evan
it's like,
Ingram
yeah.
won me my um fucking
He had to be a later
like
pick too,
tight end
right?
premium league. I took him really really late just
But
because I just thought fuck it. I
was a
always
Kramer league. What'd you say?
wanted him
Kramer
to
versus
break
Kramer
out.
league?
Actually, the year that I drafted Saquon his rookie year, that draft, I took Evan Ingram. I think as my tight end also.
Yeah,
It
everyone who
probably
got
was either his
Saquon
second year or
did
third
well.
year.
Saquon really did well for everybody.
Yeah, I only won that league because Saquon's rookie year. It was like and then everyone chased it, but like
Oh,
that
but
was
even
like one
last
of
year,
the
he did good last
biggest.
year.
Uh, he really put up like peak Christian McCaffrey type numbers.
Yeah.
Like he was really on par, and Alvin Kamara too. Him, Alvin Kamara, and Christian McCaffrey were capable of that type of production at that point because Eli just wanted to dump off over and over and over and over.
That's true.
It's also funny that I during that draft I got sniped on Chris McCaffrey and I end up with Dalvin Cook right after. In the whole year I was trying to trade uh, Dalvin Cook for McCaffrey, but no one would do it. Like they just wouldn't take it, no matter what I added.
A lot of people don't
And
like to
then Dalvin
trade
Cook
in
ended
football.
up getting hurt.
People do not like trades in football.
It's hard. Like
They go down with
I've
the
only
ship.
done like 3 in my entire life compared to like 20, 30 for every like basketball and baseball. Like
Yeah, people don't
it's
play that
people
game in
are so
football.
afraid
Well,
because
they
they
get
just know
locked
like
into
as
their
soon as you trade
draft.
them, they're gonna get fucking hurt.
Yep, you trade them, you get the hurt, or they trade them and they fucking go off. It's like it
I
never
know
really works out. So I get it.
that's what like that kind of like sample size creates such a complex where like every single week is like do or die. You can't just
Yeah.
fuck around and like bullshit.
No, it's true. It's really is true. It's not that kind of game.
That's why I think getting like Tony, that's the pick where you know he's probably gonna get hurt, miss
Oh
half the
yeah,
fucking
that
year.
didn't
It's just
work
like
out
you
at
really don't
all.
want to deal with that shit.
That worked out really bad. But I
Yeah,
think
and
I
the
got
fucked
him
up thing
really late.
about it is Galladay did nothing, and if he actually was there the whole year, he probably would have been insane because no one else was healthy at all.
I
That
don't think
fucking guy from Buffalo went crazy.
I don't think he wanted to be there no matter what. I think he would have. Let's say he did stay there, he wouldn't have done anything. I think he didn't want to
So
be there.
Dayball didn't like him.
I think he didn't want to be a Giant. Is what it sounded like. He won a fucking
But
Super Bowl. He's smart. Got out. He won a Super Bowl.
no, but that was that before or after Dayball got hired that he wanted out?
I think before. I think kind of like the last season, he sort of made up his mind. Like I'm fucking out of here. I don't think you like Daniel Jones, and Daniel Jones sucks. I don't blame him.
Yeah, I mean he's not a
Not a
passing
receiver
quarterback.
as
He's more of
quarterback.
like a hybrid rushing quarterback.
Yeah,
But
he's
the
a
fact that he's white, you don't really notice it. But he was top 5 in quarterback rushing yards. and
he's
he gets
like
memed
a
out for that like
game
long run
controller.
where
He's
he
like a game.
tripped.
Yeah, he's like a game
But if he
controller type
didn't
quarterback.
trip,
He's shit.
that's like an extra 5 to
He's like a
fucking
Trent
6
Dilfer.
points, and that's like a 30-point week. So
I hate him. I hate his salary.
why you've never even rostered him?
Yeah, no, I don't give a shit about his fantasy. I'm just saying, like, watching him. I hate watching him. He's terrible.
Yeah,
Terrible to watch.
he looks
I hate that
goofier
kind
than
of
you want
quarterback.
him.
Hate that kind of quarterback. I'm not a fan of rushing quarterbacks.
Well, I mean, give the guy a break. They had nobody to throw to, man.
I don't think it
Nobody.
matters. Give him somebody to throw to. You'll see. He's gonna do the same shit. Gonna do the same shit.
Can you even recall who he was thrown to last year?
Yes, he was thrown to Richie James.
Darius Slayton, Isaiah Hodges, that white guy from the practice squad.
He was throwing his usual 5-yard passes that he would do with any receiver, no matter
I
if he had
know,
a good
but
one.
he
That's
had
all
nobody to
he can only
throw
throw.
to.
He can only throw like 5 yards downfield. He can't do like a
And he
big
threw it to
pass.
Barkley. Like, why would you draw up passing like schemes when you have absolutely no receivers?
Yeah, I mean,
It doesn't make any
I don't know.
sense.
I don't think it's like partially that he couldn't, even if they went downfield, he couldn't get it to him. So that's kind of there too. So it's like how much can I think the bull knows that like I can't really do passing with this guy.
No, I've actually heard that his deep ball is very accurate. It's just that the amount of attempts is so low.
Hmm. I didn't see that. I mean, his first couple years doing the deep stuff did not work.
Wait, that's on like sites that are behind paywalls and stuff that I want to pay for. But every now and then, like people just share stuff.
I think people hype him up because he's like New York or something.
Well, of course, yeah. I mean, that's a given.
He's a very
Especially for us, like when I draft
he's a middle
anybody
to
that's like
low.
from the Mets or Yankees, I know is going to get pushed up for no reason.
He's like a middle to low tier quarterback. Probably like 18th best in the league, around there. I mean, if it
I've been
was a
getting like
choice, I wouldn't have him.
I've been getting like really lucky on some of the posts that I've made recently. It's
Oh
just
yeah, just getting like good picks in there. Out of like kind
well,
of nowhere.
like no, like I felt good about them, but like when it hits, I don't try and do victory laps, but every now and then I try and do like a passive one. Like I'm just trying to share information, but at the same time, I'll like quote tweet something I've already posted earlier.
Right.
I try not to do it too often because it just when you get that shit wrong, you don't do anything with it. You just try and hope nobody saw it.
Yeah. Delete the tweet.
No, I don't delete
Oh,
stuff
I've seen you go
because
back and delete the
it's like
shit.
too much to delete because other people like are connected inside the tweet.
I've
Unless
seen
it's
you
like a
go
one
back
off.
and delete shit. I've seen you do it.
No,
Nah, I'm
the
just
only
fucking.
time I do
I
that
haven't
is
paid
because
attention enough to. I don't know what you're. I honestly I see your stuff and I don't really know what it is. Like,
the only time I delete stuff is because the formatting was fucked up or I had a typo, and then I'll quickly try and fix it and then repost before it gets circulated.
yeah, I definitely I see your stuff and I don't really know what it means.
Well, okay,
Like I told you that
HLD.
formatting is always really confusing for me.
I'm trying to format. People have told me this. Like it's good for their phones. It's not for a desktop.
Oh yeah, yeah. I guess people are all
Because if I
retards and
post
they're on their
stuff
phone.
too long, it gets broken up and then it's hard to read. So I try to post it very tight to the left. So an HLD is a hold. A hold is just like before a save, and three to four different people can get one.
Right.
So I'm tracking those with every post. So
Actually, it
whenever
came
you
up
see
as a Jeopardy
HLD,
question. Did you know that?
what?
The hold came up as a Jeopardy question. I think a few days ago.
Yeah, I love Jeopardy.
It actually
I'm
came up.
pretty
I
good
knew
at
it.
it if I can get the right categories.
I knew it because of that fantasy stuff about what a hold is.
Well, they changed the rules actually. It used to be
I think that
you
was in
could
the
just have
question.
one out and get one, but now it's you have to have two to three. I think. I don't know. They changed the rules a lot. They actually changed the rules for stolen bases recently, and the pitch clock. It's a lot easier to watch. It's faster. It really is faster. They chopped off like an hour of a game.
Oh, so it's kind of like shot clock.
It is, yeah. And certain stadiums will
That's a good
count down
idea.
the timing of it to put pressure on the pitcher, which people used to do in basketball when you would shoot a free throw,
Yeah.
like that
Mm-hmm.
kind of shit. So I like it a lot. I feel like they knew like baseball was fading in popularity,
Oh yeah.
to basketball and football, and they had to do something. And I like it because I hated watching people
It's like
throw to
watching
first
paint
base
dry,
over
man.
and over and over. If you do that 2 times in a row, you can't do it again. So
Yeah,
then people
nice.
automatically get a huge lead and just get a free stolen base.
I mean, that's good because it really was pretty much like watching paint dry. The whole like it's a pretty boring sport.
Yeah, it's less like golf is, you know.
Oh, golf's more interesting actually. I don't know why. Just
I like
somehow
it. Well,
it
the
reads a
best
little
thing about
better.
golf is the feed, like the filming of it, because they cut constantly and they do it such a great job of like capturing everything that you need from every different tea time. You know, because you
Yeah.
when you watch it on like an app or like a whatever, like you have to
Well,
pick a group to watch.
yeah. It's also
If you
just
just get the
like
overall feed, they'll cut it up perfectly. You can get like all the highlights and stuff
well, it's
almost
also like
instantly.
with baseball. It's like they're not really like athletes. It's hard. It's like they're not really athletes. It's hard to explain. Like when you have Bartolo Colon in the league for that long, you know that all right, these people aren't really like athletes or anything. You know what I mean? Like you got a dude who's like a fat clown baby in there, or like what's the guy Cecil Fielder? Like like he ain't playing in football or any other sport.
No, they can play football. I think
I don't know.
Prince Fielder.
What can he play in football? I don't know about that. And then like a lot of like Spanish guys that like I couldn't see them in any other sport other than this. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't see them playing basketball or football. It's a weird type of athlete, I guess. It's different. I mean, Bartolo Colon is different for sure. And I'm sure there's other like weren't there other people who were kind of fit that same kind of mold that like they were basically just pitchers, or was he this kind of the only clown baby around?
What?
Wasn't there other players that kind of were like him, or no?
Uh, Fat pitchers.
Yeah.
Yeah. CC Sabathia, David
Oh yeah.
Wells,
Yep.
Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
There's a lot
Like
of fat pitchers. There's a lot of
and
fat
fat
hitters too.
like
You
fat
don't have to
th, right?
be that athletic in baseball,
Yeah.
especially if you can draw a walk.
Yeah. Like fat dh. That was a thing, right?
Yeah, like if you could draw a walk and your plate discipline's good, then people just hope you get on first, and then they hit it like a home run, so you don't have to run at all.
Yeah.
Like look up David Bolgabach on the Mets. He's almost 300 pounds,
Oh my
and
god. So you're not watching like I think that's also a thing is with baseball that turns people off is you're not watching like people that are I don't know like athletic freaks like they are and other like basketball for sure. There's like
no, yeah,
there's
that's
some
I mean that's
genetics
why I like
involved. Like
basketball and football more. Like baseball
yeah,
is the like most boring. I don't like baseball. I have strategies that work and make money that I can't stop doing.
yeah. And then
It's
there's
like
like it's like a weird. There's
not
a
that
weird type
I,
of person who likes baseball too. It's
boomers.
yeah.
A lot of them are disgruntled. They want to sit through a game that's
Oh, I
8
think
hours long.
actually I heard. Yeah, no, I did hear that a lot of people have stopped watching baseball with the new rules.
Good. I mean, they're gonna die in like a year or so anyway. So we need to like face that market out.
What do you think? Like monkeypox is gonna get them?
No, I mean they're just old. Like they're probably like morbidly obese. A bunch of fucking whales. Why do you think Brendan Fraser won that award? There's like a whole legion of these motherfuckers about to get on like a Wally ship.
Yeah, yeah, I guess so. Um, yeah, that's true. I do feel like America's gotten a little healthier in general, though. I feel like it used to be worse.
Yeah, because they've like rushed us off on
I don't know, like it used to be
more people
worse.
can like afford to buy.
Like during like that Super Size Me area when that movie came out, it was a lot worse. Like I think there was a lot of people that were kind of like that. Now I feel like there's a little less people that are like super obese.
I don't know. I'm sure there's data tracking all of it.
Yeah, I feel like there's just a little less. Not that it's
But like, I always
substantial.
wonder, like, how do they get that information? You know, like, are like just physicians sending them all of it, and
Oh,
then they have some
there's a
program that like
census every 10 years. There's a census.
you fill one out.
I didn't do it. No,
I've never
I
gotten
don't
one,
trust. That's
so I
another thing.
don't
'Cause I
know.
don't trust statistics because I know like the
Right?
people.
Yeah. I was like,
It's
where's it
like
coming
not
from?
accurate.
Like, what if
'Cause
they just manipulate whatever they want for
yeah,
whatever purpose? You
and
know,
like
I don't
who's filling
know.
that shit out? Like who's
How
filling
else
out
to
those
know?
statistics?
Exactly.
I got that Corey Feldman song stuck in my head. It's horrible.
Oh man,
Ascension,
that sounds bad. Yeah.
Ascension
Why you do that to
Millennium.
yourself?
I heard it
Somebody tell
once
you?
and I was like, oh man, this is catchy.
Terrible.
Ascension Millennium.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I.
Yeah, that video. It's so embarrassing. You can tell he thought it was
Well,
so cool. It's all like that one take.
I don't
It's all
know.
in one take
It's
kind of
hard to
thing.
know what he thinks. I think he just
Oh
will
no,
do
he.
anything to still exist. You
I
know,
saw
publicly.
an interview on Steve O's show talking about those performances, saying he was set up. He said the moment they ended the live performance, every news site said the same thing. Like they were ready to press the button. I think it was just because it was so bad. I think he's looking into it a little bit. Oh, I found so like he did 3 songs on the Today Show. You only saw the one, but there is others. By the way, there are
How is
others.
he getting booked for that?
Actually, him doing these shitty shows only got his music a little. He said it on the Steve. Like it only got, I guess, just because purely people were interested in like how bad this is. He got a lot of money out of doing those things. It only like helped him because people wanted to like hear the songs on Spotify or other things. Like he made money off it.
Yeah, it's just
Not a great way to do it, but it did happen.
whoever his agent is doing a lot of work.
Johnny Rotten's mom died. Okay. A wife of Johnny Rotten. Yeah, Sex Pistols suck. Never liked them. Not a fan. Not a big punk fan, really. Unless it's like G.G. Allen or something. I don't even like it. I support the G.G. Allen movement. I know you're a big punk fan. Weren't you like a big NoFX fan or something? Are you like remember you had that screen name? You were RX Bandits fan, right?
Yeah, I had like
You had a screen
whatever
name.
whatever like scenester bands came out with at the time. I put in my AIM profile.
Did you
RX
like those bands or did you just put it in
BA
because it was like
kind of thing. Yeah.
hot words?
Yeah, I was trying to get the some kind of Google hits.
So you're just trying to game the system at the time.
They were on some they're all on the same label, like Drive Through Records or something.
Yeah. Oh wow, there's an alleged gang member with Down syndrome just got arrested for murders in Chicago.
Well, he's getting out.
Yeah, he can plead insanity pretty quickly on that one.
I'd be thinking of an angle.
Oh well, we know he wouldn't be thinking of any angles or any kind of mathematical equations.
No, I mean just like how to play the charges.
Would you? Let's say there was a chef that was with Down syndrome and he gave you food. Would you eat it? And it looked really good. Would you eat it or no? Or would you think like I can't eat this because this guy's probably had shit on his hands or something?
Well, I wouldn't have seen him make it.
What if you saw you didn't see him make it, but it was the chef comes out Down syndrome and he comes out with the plate. Would you eat it? And it looks really good.
I don't know.
This is like this is like a Larry David kind of situation. I think he would say like no. Like,
Yeah, I mean, but if he's coming out, like he did he make like how do I know if he fucking made it? Or if he's
someone
just
comes out
like
and says, "This is our head chef. This is our head chef.
he's like
He
a
wants
waiter.
to give you a plate." And he comes out. The head chef is got Down syndrome. Comes out with it. What do? You'd be like, no, I think I'm good. I'm actually full. Is that what you say? Or do you go into that? Because it's funny. I saw this YouTuber who's a barbecue guy, and he makes barbecue stuff, but he's got Down syndrome. And then I saw like on the comments, someone said like, "Would any of you actually even try this?" Because I think I wouldn't. Like, it's got a point. Can you trust that shit?
Well, I mean, what's the content? Am I like walking down the street and he just like harasses me with it?
No, no, no. Like you're at a restaurant, nice restaurant, but it turns out that the head chef is have Down syndrome.
Well, if he's employed there, I would I would assume that the management knows he's capable of doing the job he was hired for.
Also, then it makes you question: do you
So,
think there's
yeah,
probably shit on someone's hands who's not Down syndrome too? Like there's that too, I guess. Like just a regular fuck could have shit on his hands, like a Horatio Sands
yeah,
type guy. Like
right. Anybody could,
I
right?
mean, you probably saw that at the restaurant, right? Like how many people didn't wipe and then went back right to working?
I don't know what they're doing in the
Well,
bathroom.
I thought you worked at
I
a
don't
French
have
restaurant. I thought
anything to do
that's
with
like a French thing. I think. I don't think they wipe.
it. I mean, nobody who worked at the restaurant was actually French. We had
Oh,
like
okay.
an Asian guy who did the fish stuff, and then a bunch of like white guys and Spanish guys in the kitchen. So
Well, it's typically a
it was
French
in
custom
French.
not to wipe, so I don't know. Maybe the
Yeah.
owner.
I've never really had any impulse to go to France. I'd rather go to like Seoul in Korea or Japan or something like that.
Yeah, well, they got those fancy toilets.
Bidets?
Yeah, but like even like they're 21,000. I was just reading how Drake has this $21,000 toilet. That's a Japanese toilet. That's you know what I have to say. If you're gonna spend 20 grand, that might be a good way to do it. You're gonna use it.
$20,000 toilet?
Yeah, probably worth it. I mean, you got disposable. You
What
got
does it
Drake
do?
money.
What does it do that you need to spend that much for?
I mean, I think it like warm. It's like heated. It warms. It plays music. It's different settings. The whole thing might be like adjustable, like the height and everything. Got a whole thing. I think you could pick like if it's cold water, hot water with the bidet, all that kind of stuff. You might be able to like do the exact temperature you want on like a $21,000 one. I mean, also, what's he gonna spend his money on? What do you think Drake's gonna have just a regular? $200 toilet. That's
Uh,
Degrassi money there, man.
he uses a lot of owl shit.
Yeah, I think it might even have an owl engraved on the toilet. You know? Yeah, he likes that Minerva symbolism for sure.
The what?
God Minerva, the owl god.
What is that supposed to do for people?
It's like a god of wisdom and stuff, and it's usually related to I think wealth and wisdom and victory. So I think that's what he's kind of going off of. Seemed to work for him.
What does he have to do? Like just put it
Probably has
in all
to
his put on all his merch, and then do some kind of like blood sacrifice.
probably like a sexual sacrifice kind of thing.
Kill a virgin.
No, probably just having sex with one, releasing the energy, but in as like a what is it? Kind of as like an offering. That's the thing, man. It's all about sex magic. That's what they don't want to tell you.
No, I've seen a lot of different examples of it happen in film to where it's there. It's just it's more of like a subconsciousness than a outward like plot point all the time.
That's why like you want to talk about like the Epstein stuff. It seems to be like having a younger sexual partner in these things might give you more energy or power kind of thing. You're kind
I
of
feel
like
like that's
bleeding
what
their life
people
force
might have got out of
like a
Get
vampire.
Out, you know,
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yep.
Even though it had
He's
like
got some serious.
the
He actually has some
overtones.
serious like. He's got interesting stuff. Even that movie Us is saying a lot. I feel like it's saying something that we don't even really know. I think it's talking about like cloning. I think that movie's really about like
Well, yeah,
that there's cloning
when
going on
Clone
and we don't
first came
realize it.
out, do you think like you know they acted like it wasn't a thing, but they're still doing it. They're just trying to like perfect it to a certain point.
Oh yeah, I mean
So it's like
that's kind of interesting when you think about like cloning was really talked about in like the early '90s, late '80s,
with
and
that cheese and
then it's
stuff.
just fucking disappeared. You know they're still
I
doing it.
know. It's because like they actually like maybe.
No, I
I
kind
mean,
of think
I do get a little too into like conspiracy theory stuff, but I feel like there's a lot of truth that comes out of all that bullshit that people want to just think is a joke or like
well, there's a lot
something.
of it's what sucks is there's a lot of really good conspiracy stuff that gets ruined by like David Icke, like reptilian search on this. Look up Event 201. You search Event 201 and then you start to realize like, huh, they did a whole like mock pandemic thing a few months before COVID. This is like November 2019 that they did a whole and it like they did a whole like simulation of what would happen if the society got hit with a pandemic, and it actually was a coronavirus that was the simulated illness, and this was Bill Gates and like the World Health thing simulated this.
Where'd you find out about this?
It was like kind of I mean everyone even when it was happening it was like everyone would be like this is fucking weird, but then like looking back everyone's like oh god this is that's why people like that's why he got a lot of hate because there's
I think
legitness
we're
to
just getting population control right now.
yeah, dude, search Event 201. It's fucking crazy. It's legit
Yeah,
like nuts.
we kind of do need it. We need population control. Otherwise, we exponentially will take over the entire globe. We have
I
to.
don't buy it. I don't buy it one bit. I honestly have to say I also
You don't
think
think
that's
population control exists or is needed?
no, I think it exists, but I don't buy that whole narrative that I think they want to like make people think that if we don't have population control then we'll run out of space or all this shit. I don't buy that one bit. Look at flying over the country. And if you fly over the country, there's even like when I drove on the road trip with Doug, there is houses that are 20 miles apart from each other. We're not overcrowded. They want you to think we are, so that it kind of almost legitimizes. Oh, it's fine if we have these population control situations.
Well, no, I mean the fact is, the less usage, the longer whatever source like resources we have will last. So
I don't buy that either. I think we have way more resources than they talk about.
it's not about that. It's just the map. Like the less people using it, the less
That's what I'm saying.
the
The map is
later it'll
skewed.
expire.
The map is skewed. I think we have more space and more resources that they're telling us. I think they want to make it seem like it's a limited supply when it's not.
They should. Like we don't want to completely exponentially take over every single natural resource left available.
I don't think we can. Like even the climate change shit. I don't think we can affect. I don't think we as humans can really affect this shit. Like I truly don't. I think what the minimal stuff we can do is it's almost like an ego to humans. Like you really think we can destroy the planet? I don't think so. I think that's giving us way too much credit. I don't think we can do shit. We're like a speck in the
I mean,
system.
we keep changing what it was like originally, like what it is. Every single creation is like going to impact it in one way or another. I don't know. Like I don't know if like planets are just meant to be like uninhabited things unto themselves, or they're supposed to be civilized.
Well, that's the kind of goes into the whole thing. There is some weirdness to this planet, and also it's like there's so much stuff with the scientism and even tech stuff where it's like we can be as advanced as people think, but can we make a fucking seed that can grow a tree or something like that yet? No, we can't do that. Like there's so many things we can't do that lend credence to sort of like a creator being.
Where did you find this article at?
What, Event 201?
What you just linked me? Yeah, like how early did you know about this?
Wait, did I link you Event 201 or just said search it? I don't think I linked you anything. But yeah, no, it was
Maybe I wasn't even looking at the right thing.
it
Here,
was people were talking about it for fucking like months before, and then it happened, and then it was like, oh wow,
you
there's like
buying stock into
yeah,
like
this is it. It's crazy. It really is crazy, and it was also look at John Hopkins, like the ones who are putting this on. They were like the leading people to look to during the pandemic. Remember that? It was like John Hopkins did this and all that. Like
yeah,
bullshit. It was very much controlled.
yeah.
I mean, it was a legitimate illness, but I think it got
I know,
co-opted.
but that just like gives way for like so much manipulation and stuff to get by and like get away with a lot more because people are so distracted.
Yeah, and I think it was a legitimate illness, but that got co-opted. But also, I do think it got exaggerated too at the same time. See, but I'll say the same thing with the other side too. I think there's all these people on the other side who are like, "Oh, the vaccine is all this." I don't really buy that the vaccine's so bad either. I think it's like I don't see it. I know so many people have took the virus that didn't fucking die, or took the vaccine that didn't die, and
Yeah,
then
I mean, what before I took it because I needed to for like just an interview, Dave told me that he was like working with somebody connected to it and they died like a few days after being exposed to it, and then it like really freaked me out.
yeah, I remember hearing that story. I
That
don't
was like in
know,
the beginning of it.
but I know that's a friend. It was also, by the way, that's a friend of Dave's. He doesn't actually know that person, so it's a friend of a
I thought they
friend.
worked together.
No, it was someone he works with's friend. So it's like that's another thing.
Oh,
It's like I don't know if I can even lend credence to that because I don't even know if it's true. You know, I don't know anyone personally that I know that was affected by the vaccine. I know zero, and I know a lot of people that took it. The only thing I've heard of was like, oh yeah, I was a little sick for 2 days. But then the same thing goes with coronavirus. I don't know anyone personally that was someone who didn't have any health issues that got really affected by it super badly, where it was like almost dying. I know people who've gotten it bad. You know, like my girlfriend. I don't even know if I believe it, but she got disability for COVID, like long COVID. I don't buy it really though. I think she's just complaining.
Yeah, I mean, I got it bad, but I still like work from home and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, were you on death's door, or it just wasn't a great experience?
No, I mean the first time was pretty bad.
But were you like, did you have to
It's
go to
just
the hospital? Were you like almost about to call the hospital, or
no,
was it
no,
just
it's just like just uncontrollable coughing to where I couldn't sleep at all.
oh?
And then I couldn't
But did you
just
feel
like
like, oh, my
really
breath
bad
might?
congestion and it's like having and then I got the flu right after it, which made it even worse.
Yeah. Well, that's like my girlfriend. She
I
got
got COVID
pneumonia.
and then I got the flu
Yeah. My
like
girlfriend got
2 months
pneumonia
later
from
and that
having
like
it.
really fucked up my respiratory system.
Yeah. So after COVID, she got pneumonia, but it was kind of she partially got pneumonia because of the COVID. So it definitely. I mean, does not sound like a good thing when it hits you so hard. You know, I definitely wouldn't say it's like a fake thing. I know there's a lot
Well,
of
I remember people
people that say
saying
it's
it,
fake.
like,
I
they
don't think it's
got it and
fake.
didn't even know, and then I know people saying they got it and it like really fucked them up, and I definitely got fucked up from it. I
Well,
also got sick later on, but I couldn't tell what it was.
I was one of those people that I got it. Like if I did, I only knew because my girlfriend got it, so I tested and I had it. And then the other time I got it because I knew someone at work who sits right next to me got it, so I tested and got it. But if I didn't know those things, I wouldn't have known I had it because I had like super minimal symptoms. I had a fucking headache and I was tired. That was it. I didn't have any respiratory issues. I didn't have any coughing or any sore throat or anything. But I also think I have like iron lungs from smoking so much weed. I think Doug's in that same boat. I've fortified my lungs through cannabis. Like look at Doug hasn't had it. You know that, right? Doug hasn't had COVID at all. Which
I'm
tells
surprised because he works in
well
restaurants
it
and
tells you something, man. I think he's been exposed to it so many fucking times that his body knows what it is. He's
yeah,
probably
that's
had
probably why I got so fucked up then
right.
because I'm like
Well, that's
I'm
also
like
why think about this.
peripheral.
Think about a lockdown where everyone's away from everyone, where your body doesn't understand. Your body starts to not even understand other people's bacteria, and then you go back to life, and everyone gets it because we were locked away. So it's like the lockdown was like it didn't help out the illness scenario because
Yeah.
everyone's defense system was down, and that's where Omicron came. That's like where everyone got COVID was because of that. Was because that was right around the time where everyone was sort of getting back to doing regular things. Although I still don't do regular things. There's certain things I wouldn't do still, which I guess is kind of stupid because it's like you can get it no matter what. So, but I wouldn't really I would never go to New York City again. I feel like it's just stupid to be around that many people.
Well, I mean, you can get it no matter what, but there's certain situations you have a higher chance. Like, just you just
Yeah,
know.
yeah, no
It's
though,
higher.
because I know people that have like at my job, like they went on a whole European vacation. They went on cruises, all this shit. Like they've literally gone from place to place to
Well, I
place,
can tell you
and they
that
didn't
if
get
you're in
it.
a confined space with a ton of people with no room, you have a higher chance than when you're just spaced out in the middle
Yeah,
of nowhere.
but I do know people that have gone to concerts and everything. They haven't come back with it, so it's I don't know. I feel like it's
I
just in
mean,
the end, it's just
the
always a
second
roll of
time
the
I got it,
dice. It's life.
I went out for some like St. Patrick's Day thing, and
But
I
I thought you
immediately
didn't
got
test
it.
positive for it. You didn't test positive for it. You could have just got something else.
Well, I think
Because there's a lot of shit
a
going
lot
around
of these
now.
tests are old, and there's new strains that don't even probably show up
That could
because
be
it
true.
was like the same symptoms.
But I thought you got a new test. I thought you went out and got the test, right? Didn't you go to
I
Walgreens to
did,
get
yeah,
something?
but you
Oh,
can
then
still
it's good, man.
you can still test negative and have it. It's just the test doesn't have the strain that you have.
No, there's no new. I mean, as far as I've seen, there's no new strain right now. It's been over Omicron.
It'll mutate.
I'm actually, you know what? That also lets you know it's been a little, like there was a time when I feel like it was mutating a lot more. Like I feel like the last one you heard about was Omicron. What's gonna be the next drop? You know, what's gonna be the next Rona drop?
I don't know. I don't keep track of that kind of shit. I just know germs can mutate and adapt.
Yeah, but the thing is, once they mutate, they actually usually mutate to be less virulent because they want to stay alive.
I hope so. Yeah.
You know, it's kind of a thing, and it seems like it's already sort of happened that way. Like even though Omicron, everyone kind of got it, it was a lot less like deadly. Like you weren't seeing the numbers of deaths you were seeing early on. But you know what, man? It's
I haven't been
convenient.
death tracking.
Isn't it interesting
You got a death
how?
tracker?
Well, no, but I'm saying this. This is another conspiracy. Isn't it interesting how the states that had a lot of old people that were on pensions and on government programs, like New Jersey, New York, and Florida, seem to get hit pretty hard with it.
Yeah, I don't
Seems
think it's
kind of
an accident.
interesting. Seems a little
Wipe out all
interesting.
their social security and get it back from the
Yeah,
government.
well, it's a little interesting, right?
Yeah, they like killed off a whole generation of old people for money.
Also, at a time where we were almost at that point of, you know, some money problem
Yeah,
situations
that's
in
how
those
we were able to
states.
print so
That's
much.
pretty. That's
You know?
pretty surprising that it would work out like
Yeah, they
that.
killed off all these old people and turned them into money.
Yeah, it's just at a point
It's
where it was
pretty fucked
almost
up.
where we would need
Especially
governments to come
think
in
about it
and give
now.
us
Like all
assistance.
those they'd have like those outbreaks inside of retirement homes, and everyone would get
Yeah,
wiped out.
and they didn't even like they didn't even
There's been
separate
like a
people.
documentary or anything on that, or like some Alex Jones shit, or like
Oh,
some
I
kind
mean,
of
it's at this point where there's some conspiracy people that's all they talk about. It's gotten old. Like there's still people to this day that all they talk about is the COVID shit, and it's just like it's, I'm sick. I think everyone's collectively sick of hearing about it. Like conspiracy or not, it's just that's where I've heard people say online that like they've told their job that they have COVID, and the job's like, oh, whatever, you can still come in. You know, like
yeah.
I don't,
I
I'm
don't
I'm not surprised by
I
hearing
don't really
that.
want to come in and like get a bunch of people sick.
Yeah, I don't think in the end, I don't think that's smart to do with any illness, and that's something that's a good thing where people really should. If you're sick with anything, don't go to the office. Who's Anthony Volpe? Have you heard of that person? Who's
Yeah,
Anthony Volpe?
they're shortstop for the Yankees. Their top prospect.
Oh, really? Okay. Jersey, and they said,
He's doing really well. I know a lot of people from Twitter that invested heavily in his cards and stuff. They bought like really expensive Bowman stuff. So
okay,
it's weird
so he must
with
be
that kind of
something.
stuff. It's hard
Is
to
he the
tell like
next
if you should
Jeter?
sell. What?
Is he like the next Jeter?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's kind of
Oh
got
wow.
that
Okay.
similar vibe. You
He's
know, he'd
only,
go like 30-30.
I see he's only 21, so that's a big deal in baseball.
Yeah, but he's been him and Jason Dominguez have been hyped up as prospects for like 3-4 years. That's the thing about baseball. It takes 2, 3, 4 years before you even get called up from when you got
Oh
drafted.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. It's
like
not like other
football and
sports.
basketball and shit. You're just there.
But
Like
then you're
you're
like,
ready to go.
I always wonder like how those people treated in like those. They must be treated like such little like prima donnas in those minor leagues. When you have like a contract with the Yankees, you know what I mean? Like you must get some interesting treatment. Like, where is he double Aing, or is he still in college? I don't know. What's he in, like Tampa or some bullshit? Some Jewish Florida area?
What?
Where is Volpe at? Like, is he playing in Florida? Is he doing double A?
No, he's on the Yankees. When he's in the he's
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you said he's like.
on the team.
Oh, so he got called
He
up
made the
really
roster
early.
out of camp.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm playing. I'm in a group with a Yankee fan. I guess because I mean, I feel like you have to be a Yankee fan to know that kind of. Like, who knows this
No,
guy
I mean
Volpe?
if you're doing fantasy stuff, you'll know him just because of what he's capable of getting at that spot in drafts. Like a lot of people got him late. I have zero shares, so I'm kind of pissed about it. But
So Max Scherzer is sucking for the Mets. That's what this guy is
well, it's
saying.
one start. People need to chill the fuck out. I mean, it's one start.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the Mets,
Even
and
really
it's like
great
the Yankee.
pitchers get blown up.
Yeah,
You
but
you're not like
the Mets
invincible.
don't have like the Mets and the Jets don't have like a good track record for luck. Like
Yeah, I know they are.
they
They're
they
very
really don't.
they're like equally doomed.
Yes.
They really are like a clown franchise.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Something
yeah.
always happens. Some weird
And
fucking
like those
crap.
colors, like
Right.
the orange and blue, it's kind of like a clown suit kind of thing. It's like the Knicks. There's like a clownness to the just even the color scheme. That's where it's like Eddie might be like Whoopi Goldberg could be a better coach for a lot of these teams. I bought that. That was the realism in that movie. Although didn't I think the Knicks made the Knicks already secured the playoffs? I thought I heard that. I'm sure your boss is a fan.
Yeah, the Knicks clinched a while back. I thought.
I think just the other day. I think only a couple days ago they clinched. So do you have
Also,
off for
just
Good
traded for this
Friday?
guy. I just
I
made
got
a trade for this guy, AJ Minter, and he just got a win tonight. It's fucking
yeah, he's a
awesome.
pitcher. I've heard of him. Wasn't he? Was he White Sox?
No, he's on Atlanta Braves. Are they still called the Braves?
No, come on.
The Atlanta Guardians. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just call
come on.
everyone the Guardians.
What do you think this is? 2019?
Right. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, come on, man. Get with it.
I know. I'm mailing out my apology now.
They're the Atlanta Sentinels now or something.
Yeah, the commanders or generals or
Something generic team name. You know what? I thought Washington when they were just calling themselves Washington. I think that was a good idea. Like same with the Cleveland. Just call yourself Cleveland. That's fine. But yeah, I think the Braves are still able to be called the Braves. It's not that derogatory. Although I don't know. I don't know if that's the point. I don't know if the derogatoriness is like really the point or not. Is it just that it's derogatory? Oh god. This one guy's mentioning think Volpe can win Rookie of the Year. What do you think? Who do you think is Rookie of the Year
yeah,
material?
yeah. I don't know if the odds are probably not even that favorable on that bet, but that's probably one of the better ones.
Who
Just
else
because
was
he's like already started from day one.
how did the Yankees get this? I thought they're usually like how'd they get a top prospect? I thought they're usually high like a
Well,
bad draft
baseball
pick.
is basically like a draft. It's not dependent on draft slot a lot of times. It's just development.
Oh, okay. So it's like he wasn't
Because you
drafted.
draft like 80 guys in the draft, and it's not always that big a deal where you get slotted. It's not like football and basketball. It's so different.
This guy
Like
says,
some guy will get drafted in the fifth round, like Aaron Judge or whatever, and then you never hear from him, and then he's like 24 and MVP. Like in basketball, it's like people just come up, you know who's good, and then they produce.
yeah. This guy says, be sweet if he does, then the Yanks get a supplemental draft pick along with a Roy SS.
Yeah, they changed the rules to keep
What's a Roy SS? I
teams
don't get what that
from
means.
holding people out from arbitration and all
What's a
that kind
Roy
of stuff.
SS?
Well, they changed the rules where if you have somebody who wins Rookie of the Year, then you get uh
Oh, okay.
draft picks.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
fucking all right. That's interesting. That gives incentive.
yeah. So that's why people are betting on it because they have more confidence in them not holding people out for salary reasons and stuff. Because you'll reach arbitration earlier the earlier you come up, so they like to delay it as much as possible, and then it's easier to sign you to like certain types of deals when you're older instead of being younger, all that kind of stuff. Baseball it can be pretty ruthless with like their salaries. It's not like basketball. There's just so much more like marketing within every person. Like you can
Oh
be
yeah.
more of an individual.
Oh, this guy's from Nebraska. Jesus. Jesus. Feel bad just even hearing that.
Nebraska.
Yeah. Although I think
You remember that black and white movie with Will Forte?
oh yeah, the movie Nebraska with what's his name? The old guy.
Um, Bruce
Dern.
uh, Bruce Dern and
I would fuck his daughter though, for sure. Is that his daughter? Is that a nepo thing right there?
I think Laura Dern and Bruce are related. Yeah,
I guess David Lynch got there
you know
first.
Wild at Heart, right? That
Yeah.
David Lynch movie.
I guess David Lynch hit that first, so it'd be kind of weird to have that David Lynch Eskimo brother kind of thing going on. You
I
think
don't
a
know
lot of
what
people
David
are?
Lynch is doing. He might be like sewn off completely.
You think David Lynch knows about Eskimo brothers? You think he talks about that?
You might have to do some research on that one. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he that'd be funny. He's like, yeah, I'm Eskimo brothers with a few people out in Hollywood.
That's a pretty good impression, actually.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking, I was like, that actually worked out better than I thought.
Yeah, we should have him like come on as like a fake guest and shit. We need more. We need more like voiceover stuff.
George Lucas once asked if I was Eskimo brothers with Emilio Estevez, and I had to say I was.
I still can't believe Spielberg got fucking completely cucked out of the Oscars like that. This was like his like big personal movie, like his autobiography thing, and they just didn't even give a shit. They didn't give him anything.
Yeah. Did you see
That's what's weird about betting, man. It's like hard to like build in like narratives and all kind of stuff like that. It's so random sometimes.
have you ever seen all of like Twin Peaks or anything, or you've not like partaken in that experience?
I've seen like bits and pieces of it, but I've never watched it all the way through consistently.
Super very slow burn, but you would like it. It's good.
I've seen a lot of it just from you know being just like watching it with other people and stuff, but I haven't like gone. How many? There's like 4 or 5 seasons or more.
No, the original one was just 2 seasons, and then they did a remake kind of reboot season. That's 3.
And then there's movies,
But
aren't
they're,
there?
you know, it's old TV, so seasons mean 24 episodes. You know, so it's not like seasons today where you have fucking, you know, some butt fuck writing eight episodes. You know, with fucking Grogo in it and Lizzo. Lizzo's not in it, unfortunately. Can you believe that? Lizzo in Star Wars?
Yeah, I mean, there's no gravity, so
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that lets you know there, right there. You know, like this shit's done. Cole has looked good, real good, and has just got a new haircut. This guy says, "Who's that?
who?
Adam Cole, the wrestler?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Who's Cole? Who's is there a Yankee called Cole?
Oh, Garrett Cole.
Oh, okay. I know Adam Cole.
I don't know what that is. Yeah, Garrett Cole's the best pitcher in
Oh, he's their starting
the
pitcher,
world
right? Yeah.
right now.
Has he been playing good?
Yeah, it's weird you bring him up. The guy that I help on Twitter slept through the first two rounds of the draft and
And got
took him
Garrett
in the
Cole,
second
right?
round by accident.
This guy
And
also says
we recently
Nestor.
traded him.
This
We
guy
traded
says,
him for Luis Robert.
"Oh, okay." This guy says Nestor Cortez Jr. is my favorite, even with the pitch clock and not being able to do his funny mechanics. This guy's
Well,
talking
I'm
about
sure he
stuff I
still
don't know.
does the mechanics. They're just sped up a little bit faster. It's like he's like Johnny Cueto or Dontrell Willis or who else did weird shit like that? Or like submarine pitchers and shit
I'll say
like
this:
that.
that pitch count thing actually sounds like a good idea. I know a lot of people
It
won't.
is.
I think it
No,
sounds good.
I'm like I've been
That's a
having
good
to watch a
idea.
lot of baseball, and it's so much better. It really fucking is because there's no throwing over to first at all. It's like never happens. It's amazing. It's just everyone
Oh God,
cuts
I
the
hated
bullshit
that
out
shit.
and they just
Oh
get it
God,
over with.
I hated that. We're just like
No,
just throwing it
it
over
really
there
is
to waste
better.
time.
It's a lot better, and also like just for fantasy wise, like everyone's getting stolen bases a lot more, and so now I know like how to play certain shit. It's gonna be uh
Yeah, this guy
weird.
writes games
Such
going
a
under 3 hours is nice. That's sad that a baseball game would take over 3 hours. That's fucking terrible.
well, I mean, it could still go extra innings and go on and on. You know, that's the thing about baseball is like it doesn't end after a certain amount of time. You just go inning after inning.
Yeah, the new stadium. I went to the new stadium a few times. It's nice. I've never been to the new Met Stadium. I've heard that's pretty good too.
Shay's gone, right?
Yeah, I don't know where they play. I never. Isn't that in Queen? I never went to that like area.
MetLife or something.
No, MetLife is where the Giants play. That's in New Jersey.
Oh, yeah.
I've been to that.
I
You've
don't
been
know
to there.
stadiums. Yeah.
I don't know where. I don't know the name of the. Is it City Field? Is it City Field? That seems
Oh
to
yeah,
bring a
yeah.
bell.
I think
City
that's it.
Field, Shitty
Yeah.
Field, or whatever. What do they call it?
Well, right now, yeah. All right, I'm gonna log. I gotta blurb some stuff.
Oh yeah, blurb it out, man. Gonna be like Kathy. You have a thought bubble over your head. Blue the coop. I don't blame him. That Kathy joke was, you know, bad taste. Bad taste right there. Yeah, but down day as far as the stream. I'm in this group, but what is the Nebraska team? Is there no? There's got to be a team there by Nebraska. Wow. All right. This is weird. Surprising Nebraska is it's weird. Yeah. I drove past the Royal Stadium. It seemed kind of better way to put it. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I wouldn't think that there is a lot of Yankee fans there, but it does seem to be a thing. It's they're definitely I feel like Cowboys kind of like took this thing, but they really weren't. I think the Yankees are like an America's team kind of thing as far as baseball goes. It's not the Mets. Jesus Christ, the Mets. Oh, sorry to hear that about your Bears, man. I always like talking to sports fans because it's funny when you have when you like a team that's just not good. Like this guy's a Bears fan, and I said, "Sorry to hear about it," and he's like, "Yeah, it's pretty rough." They know, everyone knows. Yeah, yeah, 2011, and it was nice. I can't stand. Oh yeah, Super Bowl Shuffle era. Talking football, I actually can talk to this guy. That's the thing is I could hardly talk to this guy when he's talking about baseball. Football, I can lean into. Those dang Bears 6 minutes away. Oh, nice. Oh yeah. Oh, Bears. They'll know that. 87. So I'm around. Don't really remember it. I was the Ravens. Trent Dilfer. I'm so glad in my life that I had. I feel like even if you don't like the Giants, he was super likable as a player. Yeah, I'm just saying this. Yeah, he could be like, oh yeah, that was early on. Parcell days were like the beginning of me. Remember, and I'm having a good time talking to this dude about sports. Be my baby. Yeah, I remember. There was some. Oh, who's the fucking guy? I always remember. I always forget this motherfucker. But the Bears had this like shitty quarterback who actually got them to the Super Bowl. Oh, I forget the guy's name. He had like a real smug face. Oh shit! Did I just get a fucking? Holy shit. I just got a fucking epic drop from not doing shit. That's the way she goes, boy. I'll take that shit. Do 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 dum. Do 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 dum. And you always be my baby. Oh man, I can't do that. Come on. Holy shit, I'm that far behind. Oh my god. Holy shit, am I far behind? I don't think I've ever actually been anything like this. Oh, I feel bad. Oh god, that's bad. I missed the whole fucking thing. I'm definitely not gonna. I'm gonna feel like Leland here. I'm not getting the boss, but at least I got a drop out of this shit. Sports fans, you know. Hey, I support it, man. I feel like it's weird when you meet people who aren't. Oh my fucking god! Weird when you meet people who aren't sports fans. Damn, this is one of those groups where you're just fucking running the whole time. It drives you nuts. Oh, fuck you. All right, let me at least get this boss. I couldn't keep up there. That one was fucking intense. All right, I think I'm gonna call it for tonight. I hit 2 hours 17 minutes. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.